Hi there, Ian and Rooney. Pleasure to be with you. I'm Mike Saltzman, co-founder and COO here at EvolutionIQ. It's awesome to speak with you both today. So maybe before jumping in, I'll ask for just a quick intro. Ian, why don't you go first?
Sure. Ian Macartney. I work for Argo Group. I look after operations and innovation at Argo, and really looking at streamlining our business and growing a digital footprint. I've been in the insurance business around 33 years, both internationally and in the US, and an experience on both the broker and the carrier side.
And Rooney?
Yeah, Rooney Gleason, Chief Insurance Officer at EvolutionIQ. I've also been in this industry for plus 30 years and have been on all sides of it, broker, carrier side, and also in innovation and digital, and then also on the insurtech side with an early startup.
Rooney, I'm curious, you've had experience running an insurtech for a number of years and then also running innovation within a carrier. So Ian's seen some success developing technologies inside of the carrier. Where have you seen that outside groups are able to offer the biggest bang for buck relative to inside capabilities?
Well, I think when I was on the carrier side, we were always evaluating the insurtech world, noting that they have direct investment in their core product. So if that core product is a predictive analytics piece or a third-party data piece for underwriting, that's all they're investing in. They're really focused on it. When you have even an internal group doing digital development and implementing digital systems inside the carrier, there's a lot of competition for a finite amount of resources, no matter what the investment is at the carrier side. And then we would look to see on the outside world for insurtechs that were solving specific issues inside of that underwriting process, claims process, triage process, whatever it is. If they were able to do that quicker, better, at a more scalable rate and at a cost structure that fit better, that would be the approach that we probably weighed heavier as we looked at opportunities in that digital exploration side.
Ian, Argo has a number of operating companies within it. It's quite a diversified group. Is your vision of the future of kind of technology enablement that the group as a whole will move to certain technologies, or operators at individual operating company levels or divisions will buy and construct their own digital transformation within their own kind of confines?
Well, I think there's two points there, right? Because we are we have so many older systems, we have to move to some enterprise-wide solutions, right? That's a different. Just because it doesn't make sense to have 7 or 8 different models across their claims, policy issuance, those are things that you don't really need to. But when it comes to the insurtech space, there are specialty solutions out there that you may want to bring in. Claims is a good example, right? You shouldn't keep your mindset that there is sort of one fit for all. It has to be on the broader side. If we can have a solution that works for everybody, then great, because it saves a lot of money. And cost is a huge issue in the industry as you want to drive down your combined ratio. But you should also open up your mind to the fact that there are specific solutions for specific businesses that really work, and you should be utilizing those where you can and where that expertise is, because at the end of the day, it's not one size fits all, as we know, especially in the specialty insurance world. It's very different. I think the big thing from insurers is, how do I do this correctly, right? Do I invest heavily in bringing in resource? And there's one example we know in the industry where that failed badly and cost a lot of money. I think also what's the right way to do it? I think that's what everybody's looking at. And I think being able to bring to an insurer from an insurtech standpoint, here's some examples we know of. Here's how we've seen it work well in the industry. We know that there's pressure on you from a capital side to not bring in a huge resource. We also know that you've got pressure to deliver quickly. So from my perspective, and I know Rooney agrees with this, when you work with insurtechs, it's really important to say, what do I have today? Where's the quality in my organization? Do I have good data sciences? Do I have good loss adjusters? And how can I complement them by bringing in insurtech to really help me drive to the solution and be agile, deliver quickly, and get it done right and execute. It's also the question that other insurers are going to ask you, because the pressure's there. If you stand in my shoes today and you understand what's going on, then you can help me solve for what I need to.
We've talked about this, Mike, a couple of times where, the ramp is awfully steep for a carrier that wants to develop an internal group around this to actually build products. Ian and I both have seen this, where the ramp, as simple as an industry as it is, it has a very steep ramp with really truly understanding the nuances of how we are evaluated out by the public, how we are evaluated by our all of our stakeholders, including our policyholders and our investors, et cetera, et cetera. So I think, where I've seen real success in startups around insurtech is there is concerted effort internally to educate and bring everybody's insurance IQ up very quickly. And I'm talking about engineers and guys writing code and front end and back end. Even the guy just doing the architectural work of the build needs to understand what those nuances of the industry look like. And I think we've seen people fail there, and we've seen some be very successful.
Thank you all. I think this was fun. I hope you guys had some fun. It was great to speak with you both. And Ian, we're looking forward to a lot more partnership in the future.